The HydroTap design range cube or arc can be installed on a sink or a font. Let's look at that simple installation now. The first step in installing your HydroTap cube or arc is to decide which side you'd like the controller on, or which height the spout should be. To start this process, you need to remove the two securing screws at the base of the thread of the tap, one at the front and one at the back. Once you've removed the screws from the tap, you'll be able to push the spout down. This will give you the option of selecting whether you want the controls to be on the left-hand side or right-hand side of the tap. You'll also note there is two heights we can have the spout at. To change the height of your spout or the angle of your spout, remove the securing lug at the base of the spout. It can be repositioned at the bottom or 50mm up from the bottom for your selected height. Step 2 of installing your HydroTap cube or arc to a font is to have the holes drilled. When you purchase the font, you will get a cutting template supplied with it. This is easy to be stuck to your benchtop, so you can cut the holes truly on your benchtop. We have the 35mm hole for your tap, 140mm hole for your font, and the three 10mm holes to secure your font to the benchtop. On the template, we use the last hole, which is for your arc or cube. Once you have the holes drilled, you'll need to assemble your font. First step, you need to install the 3 threads on the rear of the font. Once you've tightened the threads into the font, grab your kitchen or bathroom silicone and run a small bead of silicone around the outside of the font, like so. This will just help you with a waterproof seal with your font against the benchtop. Once the silicone is done, fit your font in place. We now need to go under the bench to secure the font. To secure the font under the bench, you'll need to fit a washer to your thread and then a nut. To finish the securing process, use the supplied tap spanner. This needs to be done on all 3 legs. Now that your font's secured, you'll need to feed the USB cable and silicone hose through your tap hole. We now need to go under the bench to secure the tap nut. The USB cable and silicone hoses have been fed through the benchtop. Underneath the bench, we then need to feed the silicone hose and USB through the washers. You then need to feed the USB cable and silicone hose through the nut. Tighten the nut onto the thread of the tap. You may need to hold the arc or cube tap on top of the sink to tighten it completely. To complete the installation of your arc or cube tap, you'll need to get the hose inserts out of the bag. The hose inserts slip into the multi-core hose found at the bottom of the arc or cube tap. These fittings need to slide 15 to 20mm into the hose. Once you have fitted them, secure the fittings with your clamp. To complete the job, a pair of multi-grips might be needed. Once completed, you can fit your boiling hose. You can also fit your sparkling and chilled hoses to complete the installation. Now that you've fitted your design range arc or cube tap and your font, the last part of the installation is to fit the wire mesh drain cover. There is a concave and a convex side to this wire mesh drain cover. The convex side goes to the top. To install your HydroTap cube or arc to a sink, the first step is to drill a 35mm hole. Once that hole has been drilled, you'll then need to grab your cube or arc and feed the USB cable and silicone hose through that hole. Once you've completed that, we then need to go under the bench to finalise the installation. So there you have it, the the simple installation of your HydroTap design range, cube or arc. For any further information or installation advice, please contact your Zip distributor.